Imagine you have a predestined path. Your family owns a prosperous business, you graduated in pharmaceutical chemistry, and you have a stable job at a hospital. The logical move is to stick to science. But in your spare time, you're creating a universe that will redefine femininity for millions of people. This is the story of Naoko Takeuchi. She isn't just the mother of Sailor Moon. She's the woman who took astronomy, high fashion, and chemistry to create a work that broke standards and paved a path that extended beyond Japanese borders and beyond generational boundaries. Today, we'll discover how a pharmacist traded the microscope for the pen to build an empire. To understand Takeuchi's impact, we have to understand the context of Shojo in the 1990s. Before her, heroines were usually passive or purely romantic. Naoko decided her girls wouldn't just fall in love. They would save the world. And they'd look better than anyone else while doing it. In this video, we will analyze her artistic technique, her scientific influences, and how her obsession with detail created an aesthetic that, 30 years later, remains a universal cultural reference. Naoko Takeuchi was born in Kofu, Yamanashi Prefecture on March 15, 1967. Takeuchi attended Kofu Ichi High School, where she wore a sailor uniform and joined the Astronomy and Manga clubs. Naoko wasn't your typical aspiring mangaka who only read comics. She graduated in pharmaceutical chemistry, and this is no minor detail. After graduating from Kyoritsu College of Pharmacy at the age of 19, Takeuchi entered the manga industry by submitting her work Love Call to the publisher Kodansha. For Love Call, Takeuchi received the Best New Author award from Nakayoshi magazine. She worked steadily on standalone stories until she wrote Maria, which was serialized in Nakayoshi from early to mid-1990. This work, Takeuchi's first serialized manga, was loosely based on Jean Webster's 1912 novel Daddy Longlegs and on her friend Marie Koizumi, who helped her write it. Her scientific background gave her a unique mental structure. To Naoko, magic wasn't something ethereal. It had rules, elements, and a solid astronomical base. She wanted to do a manga on outer space and girl fighters. Her editor, Fumio Osano, asked her to put the fighters in sailor suits. This would be the prelude to his most significant work. Sailor V was a laboratory experiment that prepared the perfect chemical reaction. This concept would later become a short story titled Codename Sailor V, which was subsequently serialized in Run Run. Toei Animation took an interest in the story and planned to adapt the manga into an anime series. But Takeuchi wasn't entirely satisfied with the development of the story and characters. So she reworked Sailor V and added 4 more superheroines. Takeuchi did something brilliant. She got the idea from the Super Sentai series, which is a series on which the Power Rangers is based, and fused it with the Shojo aesthetic. She created the concept of warrior magical girls. This is where her love for fashion comes in. Naoko is a high fashion collector. Her characters don't wear cartoon clothes. They wear pieces inspired by the Parisian runways. This visual sophistication attracted an audience looking for more than a children's story. They were looking for art. Her artistic style is ethereal. Unlike other mangakas of the era, Naoko uses very fine, almost fragile lines, but with dynamic page composition. It's delicacy with power. Bishoujo Senshi, Sailor Moon became a global phenomenon almost instantly. The creation of Naoko Takeuchi made the leap to anime almost simultaneously with its print publication in 1992. Sailor Moon is a cosmic reincarnation epic. It follows Usagi Tsukino, a clumsy, kind-hearted teenager who discovers she is the reincarnation of Princess Serenity of the Silver Millennium, a fallen lunar kingdom. Alongside her fellow Sailor Guardians, she isn't just fighting monsters of the weak. They are protecting the legendary silver crystal, an artifact of immense power from ancient evils like the Dark Kingdom or the Black Moon Clan. The series scales from schoolgirl crushes to high-stakes space opera, spanning past lives, future utopias in the 30th century, and the literal birth of stars. It's a story about the star seeds within us all, the idea that every human carries the essence of a celestial body, and that even the smallest light can dispel the deepest galactic shadow. Naoko proved her analytical mind was still sharp. Unlike many authors who lose control of their work, she stayed involved in every detail. She understood the value of her IP. She founded her own company to manage her characters' rights. In an industry where authors are often exploited, Takeuchi became a formidable businesswoman. So, why does Naoko Takeuchi's work feel more relevant in the 2020s than it did in the 90s? It's because she didn't just draw a manga. She accidentally predicted the 21st century aesthetic. Look around. The pillars of today's pop culture, the obsession with pastel gradients, the space core nostalgia for the stars, and the dreamlike vaporwave palette all leap back to her ink bottle. She proved that you could be a pretty guardian without a hint of contradiction. Before Takeuchi, warrior meant armor and grit. She redefined it as ribbons, lace, and high-fashion elegance. Her female characters don't have to act like men to be taken seriously. Her characters are unashamedly feminine. They cry, they shop, they dream of romance, but they also hold the fate of the solar system in their hands. This soft power is her true legacy, teaching generations that your sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's the very source of your strength. Naoko Takeuchi didn't just draw a manga. She engineered a cultural shift. She made a choice that felt almost illogical at the time. She walked away from the sterile safety of a pharmaceutical career, a world of guaranteed stability, to embrace the terrifying silence of the blank page. In doing so, she traded one kind of chemistry for another. She took the raw elements of human emotion and bonded them with the stars. She gave us a universe where fighting like a girl wasn't a trope, but a testament to emotional intelligence. She proved that empathy isn't a distraction from battle, it's the ultimate weapon. In Takeuchi's cosmos, the most powerful forces aren't lasers or swords. They are the unbreakable bonds of friendship and the radical, transformative power of love.